All right, people. So we're going to talk about how to give a guy a mindgasm. And a mindgasm in this case is pretty much, show this right here. It's pretty much any experience that produces a lot of dopamine. And like I mentioned earlier, a mindgasm could be two different ways. It's anything that produces pleasurable experience,
Hmm.
but it's almost like when you eat sugar, right? You can eat sugar from like an apple, and
Okay.
because it comes with fiber, it doesn't produce a lot of insulin spikes.
Okay.
But then if you just eat raw sugar, it doesn't come with fiber, and so it's just pure insulin spikes,
Okay.
and it's
Well.
not good for it's not healthy for you, right? And so you could give a guy mindgasm through a healthy way or a toxic way.
Okay.
Okay, guys, if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget there's a free ebook and audiobook on the description down below. Just put your email and I'll send it straight to your inbox. It's about how to get a guy to chase. Also, we have one-on-one coaching. My website there, you can book a call, know exactly when I'm available, know exactly the times, right? As you can see, there's a schedule. You guys can book a call. And the beauty about it is that you know exactly when to talk to me. So just click on the description down below. The calls are completely confidential. And above all, check out the Patreon for more exclusive content. Let's continue with the video. But the toxic way can be more memorable because most people are toxic. And most men and most people look for those types of experiences. Most people, especially nowadays, they prefer pleasurable experiences without having to connect with people.
Uh-huh.
And usually it's because it takes least effort. Doesn't take a lot of effort, and it feels more of a high.
Okay. So it's easier to get the mindgasm if it's in a toxic way.
Yeah, because it's more addictive.
Okay. Well.
It's more addictive. It's like sugar. It's more addictive than sugar from a banana,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Of course.
right? Well, the difference is that the banana one comes with fiber, comes with more nutrients, and the body processes it better, and it doesn't kill you,
Yeah. Of
right?
course.
So that's pretty much the difference. But the principles in this one applies the same to everyone. It just depends how you want to do it, whether or not you want to go to hell or not.
Okay.
All right, people. So now, before we begin, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have a free audiobook and ebook. You get it under the description down below. And if you guys want to work with me one on one, what the fuck is the thing at people? Work with me one on one. You guys could book a one on one session. We have a new website where you guys can add and know when I'm available. Yeah, that's right, people. Look, that's you putting on a session. You're like, okay, when is Father Alex available? 9:30 a.m. Please, you click right there. You put your name, Melissa, right? You make mistakes, and then you put your last name. I won't close the channel, and then you'll be able to know when I'm available. Okay. All right. So the first one is pretty much you fulfill a childhood seated need by embodying and comforting or admire a figure from the past. Again, this happens naturally, where most people fall in love because it just happens naturally. They maybe you look like their father who loved who loved her mom or
Uh-huh.
his mom, and so naturally you guys develop a non toxic love. But then maybe if dad was abusive to mom or narcissistic, and mom was empathetic, and so you're addicted. You're used to seeing a guy be narcissistic.
Okay.
So now you meet a guy who's narcissistic and you don't see it as narcissistic. You just feel chemistry and you
Wow.
become attracted to that. And so that creates that type of connection. And it's very pleasurable because you're like, oh my God, you unconsciously say, oh my God, that's my dad unconsciously. It's not consciously.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the reason why it's unconscious is because the way you react is a similar way that you reacted when you were a child. You react with a lot of attraction. There's a certain sense of familiarity, a certain sense of comfort. And as a child, you're not willing to leave your dad, even though he's toxic,
Uh-huh.
right? In fact, your brain changes the toxicity and says, okay, that's just how every dad is. And so you're used to that. To other people, you're crazy, right?
Uh-huh.
But that brings a lot of pleasurable experiences. And so the way you do that, that happens naturally. But then you could do that unnaturally, where you find out, tell me, how was your dad? How was your mom? How did they treat you? You know, what did you not like about your dad? Was your dad there? And without them knowing, you could figure out how to treat them,
Yeah. Of course.
you know, by how their parents treated them, because that's what they're used to.
Wow.
And don't be surprised if people say, "Oh, wow, they said my dad was mean to me verbally." Okay, that means you don't have to. Well, guess what? Unfortunately, people like that, if you don't talk to, well, people react to to verbal abuse differently. Actually, they either say you can never talk to me like that, or if you don't talk to them like that, they can't be with you.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, yeah, just toxic stuff. And that's why because you're confirming their self-esteem.
Uh-huh.
Like people wanna confirm their self-opinion. So if they feel like they're shit, usually that feeling of I'm shit was because somebody told them that they're shit.
Uh-huh, of course.
So if you tell them that they're not shit, they're gonna say, I'm shit. You think I'm better than that, then I'm better than you.
Wow.
I'm gonna go,
Really?
I'm good. Well, yeah, because like if I have low self-esteem and you're worshiping me,
Uh-huh.
then what are you to
Oh,
me?
you're right. Wow.
Like if I'm a loser and you want to be my friend, then who calls me a loser? They call me a loser. The
Uh-huh.
cool kids.
Uh-huh.
If you like me, then you're not one of them. You're below me.
Okay, wow. That
And
that's so fucked up.
yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, but that's pretty much called just confirming a person's self opinion. And when a person has a self opinion, naturally people want to uplift them. So even when you want to change someone and they're
Mhm.
depressed, and they're like, "Oh, the world sucks," you don't say, "Oh, you know what? No, the world does not suck." You don't say that because then they're gonna say, "No, the world sucks," and they're gonna resist you.
Yeah, of
You do
course.
that in therapy. And the opposite, what you want to do is say, "Yeah, the world does suck. It really does. It's fucking horrible. It's really unfair." But what about this? What about in this area? Right? So you don't you say that the world sucks, but you confirm their self opinion, and then you try to nudge them in another direction.
Okay, yeah, like you're not confronting them, like facing like, yeah, you are wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like,
exactly.
no, yeah, you're right, but
Yep, yep,
look this other way.
exactly. So even if someone thinks that they're shit,
Uh-huh.
and you want to uplift them, you confirm that they're shit, but then you say, but you know what? I know you shit, but you're pretty talented. I could tell that if you work on this, you could get better at that.
But how can I do it? Like, for example, I'm not going to tell anybody like, oh yeah, you're shit. Or
No, well, you could just copy their mood.
okay,
Like if they're sad, you're like, oh, I suck. You're like, "Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you, man. You just go
okay.
like that. You feel down. You don't have to tell them, yeah, you suck. You could
Hmm.
just say, yeah, people, it be like that sometimes. Just follow their energy, and then you lift. Once you match their energy, then you lift them up a little bit more with your
Okay,
energy.
wow.
You just. But the problem is that when people feel depressed, it's almost like your friend's parents die, and you're like, come on, man, feel better.
Yeah, no, that you
No,
cannot
you
do.
you 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 shut the fuck up. You're like, you don't say nothing. You're like, okay, you know what, man? Yo, how about this? Let's go watch a movie. Let's
Uh-huh.
just do watch a movie. You know,
Okay.
even though it may not make you feel better, but let's just distract you.
Okay.
That's a little better. You confirming how they feel through verbally or through your actions, and then you move them in another direction.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, but the problem is that with abusers, they confirm it, but they don't nudge them. Right?
Okay.
They don't.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's
There's
like,
no
yeah, you're
nudging.
shit and that's
Yeah,
it.
your shit. And you could have more control over them, right? By the way, if you guys enjoy my video, I'm actually a art teacher. So if you guys want to ever learn how to paint realistically like this, you guys can book an art class with me in New York City. I would teach anyone how to paint like this in under 1 week. Years of work, years of work, years of training you'll do in 1 week. You paint. This was a student that never painted before. I give my classes. I'm starting off. The first student is going to be $1,000 for 1 week, one-on-one classes, and you'll learn how to paint like this in 1 week, or your money back. If you don't believe me, just click on the description down below. Go to my art page. Let me show you right here, and just message me here. Go to the Lexus Art. Let me show you the Lexus Art. Message me here. Tell me that you're interested in taking my oh shit, let me go. The Lexus art, right? Tell me that you're interested in taking my art classes, and there we'll set up a time, and it's gonna be in New York City. It's gonna be in my studio. As you can see, this is what I make. If you're a beginner, you will be able to paint like this in 1 week, or your money back, man. Like I've seen it many times before. Like there's no such thing as not being able to teach someone realism in under 1 week with my method. With my method. Okay? So take that risk or you're going to get your money back. It's pretty much risk free. Okay? Anyways, let's continue with the video.